We're a couple of miles from the Colorado State Capitol building. It's Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver. Today, the first of 3 on this Wild Card Sunday. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. And off we go here from Mile High. Here comes a return from the 3. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Complete, and he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Rolling right. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Quick throw, taken in. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
At the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
5. 2nd and 5. Again, it's Harvey. And the Broncos are going to be set up 1st and goal. Strong running brings them to the 9.
7-yard gain.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
It's a gain of yards. Brings up second and goal at the 8-yard line.
Ball is at the 8 for second and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Troy Franklin. Touchdown, Denver. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. His kick is good. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead here on Wild Card Weekend. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Ready, ready. Clock 40. Ready.
On the ground, this is Ashton Genty. And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as he is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10.
Set, ready. 52 close.
In motion, that's Thornton.
Ready, ready.
Once again, it's Genty. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6.
60 red. 60 red.
Keep it on the ground with Genty.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Here we go. 33, yellow. Cut.
Here's a 1st carry for their running back, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line. Scrimmage, and that's all.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
Okay, ready?
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. On 4th down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Hit that a little too well, lands a couple of yards in the end zone for a touchback. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. We'll go play action with Nix. Laying out, and he's made the catch. What a play. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down.
Doesn't it seem like that every time we see a highlight reel catch, they love showing the wide receivers and the running backs, but let's give a little love to the big tight end. I mean, what an athletic play. Understanding that ball was down and away, you've got to lay out to secure it, and not only is he able to get his hands under it and catch it initially, but he's able to survive the ground, and that's a big-time play.
His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a 1st down. From the gun, that is a run with Harvey. A big hole. And he will go all the way. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Broncos. Now the try for an extra point. He knocks it through. The Broncos move out on top. 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
Set, punt. Blue 32. Ready?
Back to throw here to begin the drive. First throw of the game is going to be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At the 28-yard line.
Nix now on 1st and 10. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
2nd down. Nix. To the left side. That's caught by Mitchell. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. Good for a Denver 1st down. Play action now. It's Nix. Forced to his right. And that's incomplete. They couldn't connect. And that's how this 1st quarter will come to an end. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the 2nd quarter. They've got it with a 2nd down and 10.
Kill. Almost.
On the ground, this is Harvey. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal. He's inside the 10. Mark him at the 7.
That's good for Broncos. 1st down.
Here's a run. Ooh, to the 5-yard line.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball right on the 5-yard line, second down and goal.
Oh, pull out. Ready.
On the bootleg, it's Nix. That is caught side of the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that if things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Down. Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Genty. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand?
Ready. Come on, set. Set.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Oh, my son.
On the play fake. He'll look to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing,
This is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. But there is a marker down in the backfield. And they're already heading back. The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. Now Nick's going to look to throw. The throw here is complete. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. So the Broncos will turn things over to the field goal unit. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Broncos extend the lead to 24-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
Here we go. Cut.
On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
so this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Here's a third down and 4.
Set, hut. Yellow, 43. Hut, hut.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now. He'll punt for the second time, looking to hit another good one. That's fielded at about the 18. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And once again, he loses the football.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble.
Ready?
Now, a second down throw for Nix. He's going to air this one out. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
It's now third down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
3rd and 9.
Hold on, son. Ready? 180.
They'll throw. It's Nix. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot of room to operate.
Right here, down the field, will fall, incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
2nd and 10.
Pull left. Hold on, son. Ready?
Work in the middle, that's Harvey. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
At the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Hold on, son. Ready?
Throwing, Nix. And that is incomplete. Contact occurs just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
So on 4th down, on comes Michael Dixon to punt. Oh, that is terrific. Out of bounds, inside the 5-yard line.
Let's go. 45. White. Set. Go.
They'll run it straight ahead now with Gentry. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
No, that is on the 6-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. Second down and 8.
Ready. Ready.
Back to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. They're able now to go down and come away with points. They'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Las Vegas, first down.
17.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll throw out of the gun. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
It really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
Yellow. Ready.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it's going to bring up fourth down. On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for the Raiders.
It's so hard to say what goes wrong on these bad snaps, Mike. You know, sometimes it's mechanics, sometimes it's concentration, sometimes, frankly, it's just bad luck and things go sideways, but he puts a little bit too much juice on it, ends up out of the punter's reach, and now they're heading back to the sideline knowing they just put their defense in a really bad spot.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Dante Thornton was the intended target, and it'll lead to a second down.
Set. Ready. 60 red. 60 red. Red. Cycle. Set. Huh?
Now they'll set up to throw. This one caught by Chase. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. As they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
First down, Raiders.
Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10.
Yellow. 43. Black Ultra. Set.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Here we go. 45. White. Claws red. Ready.
They'll look to throw yet again. Out of the backfield, it's Ashton Genty. And he'll take it on in. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. The quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The extra point is up and through. And the Raiders try to climb back into this one. It's now 24-7. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
Maybe on that rap to pay the bills. Now finish.
Olay, olay, olay! Olay, olay, olay! Hold on, son! Ready!
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. That one taken in by Mitchell. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches.
Hold on, son! Ready! Ready, son!
From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's taken in. It's R.J. Harvey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Now a signal, timeout call. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. They'll come up here, first and 10.
Hold on, son! Olay, olay!
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henry. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So, we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shots.
At their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Down! Black 40!
Bowers, the man in motion. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He'll take this forward, maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
Ready, ready! Blue 32! Ready?
They'll look to throw. Headed left, find Tom. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Yellow, put.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Trying to get it out to Ashton Genty that time. And it'll be third down.
Ready. 33. Yellow. Blue striking. Check.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. Yes, that's where the offense will take over.
41-yard line.
Kill. Oh.
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
47-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 4.
Check. Hold on, set.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 of the
A pickup there of 25 yards. 1st down, Broncos.
Hold on, set. Ready.
Straight ahead goes Harvey. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
At the 27-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 9.
Hold on, set.
A run once more. That's Harvey. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. He'll bring up 3rd down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Hold on, set. Ready.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Here's Nix to throw. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
Hold on, set. Ready.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Hold on, set. Pull left. Ready. Ready. Middle.
They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
That one didn't have a chance, Mike. They do a great job of getting penetration, clogged up the run lanes, and now this offense has a decision to make here on 4th down.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. Nick's going to throw for it. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big fourth down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
Red, 38. Ready?
They'll run with Genty. Loose past the 35. Down the sideline, past the 40. An electrifying run, bringing it all the way inside the 15-yard line. A big play there, about as big as you can get. That is an 86-yard gain.
Well, you talk about being able to flip the field. You won't find many longer runs than this, Mike, that don't end up resulting in a touchdown. He nearly took this all the way. That was incredible.
Come on, set. Yellow, set.
He'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Ready. Yellow, 43. Cut.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's the linebacker, Nick Bonito. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up third and long.
It's third down. Third and long.
Set, ready. Black, 90.
They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. He's got room to roll. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up fourth down.
Nice job by the defense there, stopping them short on third down. Brings up fourth, but Mike, honestly, I don't think there's much decision to be made. He's got to keep his offense out there. They need to come away with points. Find themselves down multiple scores in this one.
Here we go.
They're going to have to maximize these possessions.
45, white. Blue, go. Ready.
That is caught to the goal line and in. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Raiders.
Yeah, this is not a big surprise here, Mike. You're down big. It's the fourth quarter. You have no choice but to go for it here on fourth down, maintain possession, and they were able to come through.
The PAT up and good. And the Raiders back within 10. It's now 24-14. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Tucker. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
On the give, this is Harvey. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and
8. Play action now. It's Nix. His throw left side. side is complete. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. 31 yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Almost set. Go. Ready.
One quarter remains here in this AFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Almost set. Ready.
We see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Almost set. Ready.
The RPO. That one is complete. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
3rd and 6.
They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down.
Almost set. Ready.
They'll throw. It's Nix. The throw here is complete. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st and 10.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, it might be right.
And he will get into the end zone. R.J. Hartman. Touchdown, Broncos. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now, here comes a return from the 9. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Room to run past the 30. They'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
Las Vegas, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Shot. 17.
Back to throw. On the run to the right. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. 14 yards on that pass play there. 1st down, Vegas.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Now they'll set up to throw. Looking down the field there, but this ball's incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Ready. Yellow, 43. Red, cycle. Ready?
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Yards to go.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 reps. 60 reps.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force fourth down.
And the best offense on third downs, Mike, is to be really good on first and second down. This keeps teams from putting themselves in these unfavorable positions. It's part of the reason why these drives continue to stall out.
Right. Hey, green. Green gap. Cut.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And he is going to have a Raiders first down. How about that for a big play on 4th and 10? They get almost exactly what they needed to keep this drive going.
Red, yellow. Ready?
They'll look to throw again. It's a short one, caught by Bowers. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up for 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Let's go now. Cut.
On 2nd down, Genty. And this takes him into the red zone. He's dropped down inside the 20-yard line. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Raiders first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Ready.
The red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Passing right side. And Chase has it. To the pylon. He's in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Vegas. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Raiders 21.
So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. Still on the move. And he's going to take this one in for the score. The onside kick backfires spectacularly as it's returned for a touchdown. The extra point, up and good. And the Broncos will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And the force out of bounds right at the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Claude red.
Bowers, the man in motion.
Drill green.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Red, 38. Black. Set.
Back to the air once more on second down. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. Now it's going to be third down.
Here we go.
They bring Chase in motion. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. First, second, third down. All three incompletions, and now brings up fourth down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
He'll look to throw. He's going to look downfield once again. That's incomplete. Daring Hall on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
On first down, it's Harvey. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second and 9.
From the 24 now, here's second and 9. Again, it's Harvey. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down.
Brings up third and 7.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. Fourth and a couple. On fourth down, here's Nix. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Here we go, set. Black, 95.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Again, working deep downfield. A great connection there. We're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 53 yards.
Fight, come on, 38.
It's a gain of 53 yards. And the Las Vegas.
They'll look to throw. Open man. That's Dante Fulton.
Ready.
becomes 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Chop. 17, 33. Yellow. Ready?
Here's Love. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
It's now 3rd down.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Broncos are going to take over here at their own 22.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. They are moving on in these playoffs. They win here at home as the number 2.
Everything litty, I